Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Hannah. Be sure to click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. I am currently sitting in the Trader Joe's parking lot, also known as the Holy Mecca. I am a huge Trader Joe's fan. I've been coming here for probably about a year and a half now, pretty regularly. I get the majority of my groceries here. A lot of people shop at Trader Joe's in Athens, and I usually come here about once a week. So I'm gonna do a little grocery haul for you guys. I'm gonna buy some groceries for the week and talk to you guys a little bit about what my diet's like. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. These are the groceries that I got from Trader Joe's tonight. I always get a bag of lemons because I always, well, not always, but I try and start most of my mornings with some hot lemon water, and I've actually been out of lemons, so I've really been needing these. And then this is the bread I've been eating for about a year and a half now to 2 years. This is the sprouted grain bread, the Ezekiel from Food for Life. This bread you can buy at Kroger, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Publix. I know Publix and Kroger keep it in the frozen food section, but at Trader Joe's they don't freeze it. I typically do keep it in my freezer just because it will last longer. And then I just got a rainbow wrap from Trader Joe's. It's got roasted sweet potato, curried hummus, beet, and spinach. I love eating these for lunch, so I got one to eat for lunch tomorrow. And then Trader Joe's actually has really great high protein organic tofu. I always make sure to get the super firm just because it's easier to cook if it is super firm or extra firm rather than just firm. I got an air fryer for Christmas, so I've been cooking my tofu in that, but before I would just sear it in the pan. So you get a decent size amount of it for pretty cheap. So this is great for dinners or lunch, and I will make it with just some steamed vegetables on the side. And then I got some sun-dried tomatoes because I love putting sun-dried tomatoes with my chickpea pasta. To go with the chickpea pasta, I really love Trader Joe's vegan pesto. It's kale, cashew, and basil pesto. I've been eating this stuff, I want to say, for about a year now. This stuff really just knocks it out of the park. I have not found another pesto that tastes as good as this one, and it's vegan on top of it, which is awesome. And then I recently discovered the Honey Mama's chocolate bars. They're paleo, vegan, soy-free, gluten-free. This is the nibs and coffee flavor. I also really like the just truffle flavor. They are these little frozen chocolate bars. They're super decadent and rich, but I'm someone that really loves dark, rich chocolate. So if I have a sweet tooth and I'm just craving something, this is usually what I'll eat at the end of the night. I keep these in my fridge. I try and always have a few on hand just because I eat them a lot. And then I typically always get a really big bag of kale. I love eating kale. I'll sear it with some protein for dinner, or it's just really great in salads, and Trader Joe's has a really nice big bag of it, so I always try to keep that in my fridge. And then next I got some gold potatoes and some Brussels sprouts because I'm going to be making a roast this week with some seared Brussels sprouts and potatoes. So I'm really excited to try that because I love Brussels sprouts. And I also make a really good vegan I also make really good vegan mashed potatoes, just with Earth Balance vegan butter, and that calls for golden potatoes too. So I'm going to use whatever leftovers I have from making the roast and then probably make some mashed potatoes as well. I got some frozen peas and some frozen corn because I'm actually going to be making cauliflower fried rice. So Trader Joe's has this really nice bag of riced cauliflower. It's actually a really huge bag. And then I got just some frozen peas and frozen corn, and then I'm going to be frying that with some sesame oil. And then Trader Joe's recently came out with this kale gnocchi, which I'm super, super excited about because the cauliflower gnocchi is one of my favorite things to eat, and I know a ton of people love eating that. So I'm really excited to try the kale one. I'm pretty sure it's new. They had some samples of it at Trader Joe's tonight, so I tried it and it was really good. So I think I'm gonna make that with probably some sun-dried tomatoes and marinara sauce, or just with some olive oil. So gnocchi, the Trader Joe's frozen gnocchi is just a really great thing to have in your freezer if you're in a hurry or on the go. This is something that you can make for lunch that's pretty healthy, that's super quick and easy to make as well. And then I really love these tomatoes. I don't know why these tomatoes are so good. I also love cherry tomatoes or just regular tomatoes in general, but these specific tomatoes from Trader Joe's just taste different to me, and I love putting these in pasta, or if I'm sauteing some vegetables or even just some protein, I'll just add some of these seared tomatoes in there for some flavor, and it really kind of kicks it up a notch. And then a seasoning that I love from Trader Joe's, just personally, is the Everything But the Bagel Sesame Seasoning Blend. Sorry, I can't talk. But I'll put this on top of my mashed avocado and toast for breakfast. I was running out of the seasoning, so I picked some up tonight. And then last but not least, I always get just a bag of regular avocados. I typically eat avocado toast almost every morning, so I always have avocados stocked in my fridge. I have been waking up really early on Tuesday and Thursday mornings to go and work out. I take a 7 a.m. spin class at Pure Velo, which is the spin studio in Athens. It is maybe like a 2-minute walk from where I live, so it's super convenient, and I really enjoy the classes. I've been going there for a few months now, so in an effort to kind of save time, because I'm someone that is always running late in the morning. I can never get anywhere on time as is, but I'm especially running late in the mornings. I am trying to get in the habit of making my morning smoothie the night before, so I'm going to go and blend up my smoothie for tomorrow morning tonight and store it in the blender in the fridge so that I can drink it before my workout tomorrow morning and still have plenty of time to get everything done. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so these are the ingredients for Kinsey Burke's Tropical Bub Smoothie. I loosely followed her 21-day reset over the summer. I definitely want to do that again, but follow it a little bit more closely. But I fell in love with this smoothie recipe when I got her 21-day reset. It's just a great morning smoothie and an easy way to get some of your daily greens. So it's 3 romaine leaves, a banana, a cup of pineapple or mango or really any frozen fruit, and then 1/3 of a cucumber, and I make sure to peel my cucumber, and then a cup of coconut water with some spirulina powder, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So the last thing I add in to the Tropical Bub smoothie is 1/2 tablespoon to a full tablespoon of spirulina powder. Spirulina is a plant protein. It has more protein than most vegetables, and it's just a really great way to get a source of protein when you are eating more plant-based, if not fully plant-based, and it does have essential fatty acids and is just overall really great for you. So I usually put this in my tropical bub smoothie just to give me a protein boost. It doesn't taste like protein powder. It actually doesn't really taste like anything at all. So I really have been loving adding this to my morning smoothies. On my avocado toast, I usually just do half of an avocado on 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread with the everything but the bagel sesame seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. Just a fun fact, if you guys don't know, if you're only using half of an avocado, typically use the side that doesn't have the pit in it and then save the side that does, because the side with the pit will typically last longer. So I usually just store that in the fridge and then eat that as a snack later on in the day. Okay, so it's almost 1 o'clock. I am currently on my lunch break for work. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work 8:30 to 4, and then I have a really late class at 5. So when I am working and I'm on my lunch break, I'm in a little bit more of a rush. So I'm going to eat that pre-made wrap that I got from Trader Joe's. I highly recommend those if you're someone that wants to stay healthy but is in a hurry. Be conscious of any pre-made food that you are getting, because pre-made food can be higher in calories, sodium, all of that stuff, because someone's making it for you versus you making it for yourself and knowing what your body needs. It's definitely a lot easier, I feel like, to overeat when you do get pre-made food. So just be conscious of that. Sometimes if I feel like I'm getting full, I'll only eat half the wrap. Sometimes if I'm really hungry and have had a lot going on and haven't had the chance to eat enough that day, I will eat the whole wrap. So it kind of just depends. But if you're buying food that's pre-made, definitely be conscious of the portion sizes. So I'm going to eat one of those pre-made wraps that I got, and then just to update you guys on just what happened this morning, because I know I didn't have the chance to check in. I went to spin, and before I went to spin, I had my morning tropical bub smoothie, and then before that I had my hot water and lemon, which I drink every morning. And then after I got back from spin, I had my avocado toast. That is basically what I have for breakfast every single morning. I always make sure I have avocados stocked in my fridge, because I can't get enough avocados, honestly. So going to go eat some lunch. Okay, so this is the wrap I'll be having for lunch today. I'm honestly really hungry, so I feel like I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing. I showed it to you guys in my Trader Joe's haul. I've gotten this wrap a bunch just because it's vegan, and I love all of the vegetables in it. I'm a really big fan of hummus, but Trader Joe's has a ton of really good wraps and pre-made food. This is just kind of always the one I gravitate towards. And then I know that this might be weird, but I am a huge fan of hot sauce. And the hot sauce that I've been using is the Trader Joe's habanero hot sauce. This stuff is so spicy, so a little bit definitely goes a long way, but I really love the combination of putting a little bit of this hot sauce with the wrap. It's really good. So I'm always in the need of a afternoon pick-me-up, so I just picked up a grande iced matcha with soy milk from Starbucks on my way back to work. Okay, so I just got done with work. It is 4:30. I'm about to drive home really quickly to grab my backpack, and then I'm gonna head to my 5 o'clock class. Work was good. I got to merchandise the new arrivals today for the website, which is always probably my favorite thing to do. I'm feeling a little bit hungry, so I might grab a snack when I get home to eat on my way to class, and then I'm going to make dinner when I get back from class around 6:30. Okay, what's up? Sitting on my floor because I just wanted to pop in and say that I did end up having a snack. I had the other half of my avocado just with a little bit of that Trader Joe's habanero hot sauce on top. I left work late and I was running late to class, obviously, because what's new, and so my roommate Shayla drove me to class, so I was able to snack on the other half of my avocado in the car. I was seriously so hungry. I've actually been really hungry all day today, and I think it's because I worked out really hard in spin this morning, and I've just been like on the go. Today has been such a busy day, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say I ate the other half of my avocado for a snack. Didn't film that, so yeah. So I just got back from class. It is almost 6:15 and I'm gonna make some dinner. So tonight I'm gonna make the new Trader Joe's kale gnocchi with some sun-dried tomatoes, marinara sauce, and then the Trader Joe's almond mozzarella style shreds. This is a really great cheese alternative. I know some vegan cheeses can taste pretty bad in my opinion, but this brand, or this flavor I guess, from Trader Joe's is really good. It tastes like regular mozzarella, but it's made from almond milk, so it's really good. And then, like I said, this is new. I'm a really big fan of the cauliflower gnocchi, so I'm super excited to try the kale. I'm just gonna pop it in my air fryer. I just got this for Christmas and I've been using it almost every single day. It's really convenient and easy. A lot of things cook in under 15 minutes. So it's really just easy to put stuff in there, and then if you have a lot of other things that you need to get done, you can do that while things are cooking. And then I typically use olive oil instead of marinara, just because marinara sauce can be really high in sugar, but I'm kind of feeling like using marinara sauce tonight instead of olive oil just for some more flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it, but it's just something that I'm conscious of when I am cooking pasta or Italian dishes. I try and stay away from marinara or use it in smaller quantities. So yeah, this is gonna be what I'm making for dinner tonight. Okay, so update, I've had a few bites of this and oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. I honestly might like this more than the cauliflower one, just because the cauliflower one can kind of taste really heavy if you eat like the whole bag of it, but this is like a much lighter flavor because it's a kale base. So I really like this a lot. I think I'm gonna be getting this honestly a lot more than the cauliflower one from here on out. Okay, so it is 8:20 and the last thing I'm gonna eat tonight is a Honey Mama's chocolate bar. This is the nibs and coffee flavor. I've been eating these for a few months now. I first heard about them from Kenzie Burke as a part of her 21-day reset. Okay, so I just wanted to jump in and talk to you guys a little bit more about food combining, Kenzie Burke's 21-day reset, and my health journey. I've gotten pretty serious about my health. I'd say within the past 4 to 5 months. I've always been someone that's been pretty health conscious, but I feel like up until now I really didn't know what that was supposed to look like. And so I first heard about Kenzie Burke watching Maggie McDonald's vlogs. I've talked about Maggie a lot on my channel. She's a YouTuber that really inspires me and is someone that I've watched for a while now. So I stumbled upon Kenzie's Instagram. I saw that she talked about this thing called food combining, and I never really heard of it before. And then I also saw that she had a website where she was selling a 21-day reset. So I decided to buy it and try it out. I did a little bit more research before I bought the 21-day reset program, just to get a better idea as to what it was. And if you go on Kenzie's profile on Instagram, you can see some testimonials from people that have tried the 21-day reset, and just hearing what it was about and what food combining is, I felt like it was I felt like it was worth a shot and that it would be a really good fit for me, because I'm someone who always feels like they need a nap after a meal. Like, I'll eat a really big bowl of pasta for lunch and then just get really sluggish and really tired. And that was a really big problem for me this summer, actually, because I was working really hard at my internship in New York. I was working 40 hours a week and I just was not feeding myself properly. I was trying to eat healthy, but the way that I was pairing my foods was not optimal for my digestion, and I just was feeling really tired all the time and just really lacking the energy that I needed. And that is something that I've struggled with for years. I remember being in middle school even and having a sandwich for lunch and then just feeling like really tired in the middle of the day and feeling like I needed a nap and not feeling like I had enough energy to get through the day. And that's just kind of always been a problem that I had, and I never really knew why. And I'm someone that bloats easily. I felt like no matter what I ate, I would bloat, and it would be really frustrating because I've always been pretty healthy, and I've been, I've always been really conscious of my body because I'm someone who has struggled with their weight in the past. And my weight has fluctuated a lot through high school, a lot through college. That's just part of life. But I remember just always feeling so frustrated because I felt like I was making an effort to be healthy, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted or the results that I felt like I deserved. So I decided to try the 21-day reset, and I started it when I came back to school in August, like I said. And just a few days into starting the reset, I could feel a difference, and I could also notice a difference as well. So basically what Kenzie's 21-day reset is all about is it's about pairing your foods for optimal digestion, and that really is what the basis of food combining is as well. So Kenzie did not invent food combining. That the whole practice of combining your foods is something that's been around for a while, but she definitely is someone on social media that is a very big advocate for it. So if you Google food combining, a ton of articles come up talking about the pros and cons to it. So basically what food combining is it's about taking your starch or your protein and then pairing that with your vegetables, which are considered neutrals. So when you're food combining and when you are on the 21-day reset, you aren't able to have, like, let's say chicken and potatoes, because chicken is a protein and potatoes are a starch. So you could have chicken with a side of steamed vegetables, or you could have a plain like baked potato with a side of vegetables, but you couldn't have the two together. You also can't mix two proteins or two animal meats, so you couldn't have bacon and eggs, for example. You could choose to have one or the other. Veggies are considered a neutral, like I said, so you can eat them with proteins, you can eat them with starches, and you are really only supposed to eat fruit on an empty stomach. So a lot of people, you know, will choose to eat fruit as a dessert if they're trying to be more conscious of their health, or perhaps they're on a diet. But it's actually not a good idea to eat fruit at the end of the day, because fruit really only takes about 30 minutes to digest. So if you've been eating all of this like protein and starch throughout the day, and then you eat fruit at the end, it's going to get piled on top of all of that protein and starch, and that's going to lead you to bloat and feel really overly full. So something that I learned by doing this 21-day reset is that the best thing to do is to eat your fruit in the morning on an empty stomach. One thing that Kenzie always says is fruit first kind of thing. So that's just a practice that I learned by doing the 21-day reset, and it's something that I still do to this day. What I really like about food combining and doing the 21-day reset is that it's actually encouraging you to eat more. It's not telling you to limit meals or to fast in any way during the day. It's just telling you to make sure that you're being mindful of what you're eating and pairing your foods in a, you know, smart and mindful way so that you're able to digest those effectively. So I definitely recommend looking up food combining and seeing if it is something that you feel like would benefit yourself. Check out Kenzie's 21-day reset. The reset comes with a bunch of recipes that are really good. I love the tropical bub smoothie. I showed you guys a clip of me making that. I try and eat that. I try and have that smoothie as much as I can. It's super quick and easy to make. I love the broccoli grain bowl recipe that she has. She also has an amazing pesto recipe. I learned a lot about like nutritional yeast, which is a great alternative to cheese. After I was done doing the 21 days, I kind of transitioned into a plant-based diet. So I'm not fully vegan. I try and not really like label myself as much as possible because I do still eat fish. I just feel like fish is a really good source of protein. My parents own a boat. I've grown up on the water. I'm really into seafood. So that is the only quote unquote meat I eat. I know a lot of people, you know, ask me, wow, is that not hard? Like, why did you not go from just why did you not start out by being a vegetarian and then transitioning into being a vegan? It's actually really not that hard. The reset kind of proved that point to me. Vegetables have a lot of protein. I love tofu. I've always loved tofu. And there are a lot of other ways to get the protein and nutrition that your body needs. And adapting this plant-based diet sort of changed my relationship with food. I love to cook way more now, and I feel just a lot better about the decisions that I'm making because, you know, I'm eating a lot more vegetables. I'm not eating dairy. I was someone that loved cheese. I still love cheese. I kind of miss it from time to time, but it's kind of fun, honestly, like discovering all of these dairy-free alternatives. There's some vegan cheeses out there that are awful. There's some that are amazing. It's kind of just trial and error, and that's what I've learned throughout this process. So basically, her 21-day reset gives you a whole bunch of advice, tips on how to succeed throughout the 3 weeks. It talks a lot about not only what to eat and how to eat in a healthy and efficient way for your body to digest everything properly, but it also talks a lot about mental and social health, which I feel like is an aspect of health that a lot of people overlook. I'm someone that has struggled with mental health in the past, and something that I really like about Kenzie is that she talks a lot about approaching health in a holistic way from every aspect. So physical, mental, and social, which I think is really important. There's so much more to health than just being on a diet to lose a few pounds. It's a lot about the way that you perceive yourself and making sure that you have a healthy relationship with who you are. And I feel like that's something that I learned a lot throughout these past few months, and it's going to be something that I continue to learn for the rest of my life. I just feel like in the past I've always been really hard on my image and the way that I look, and I've really struggled with insecurities just with my weight, because I'm someone who does have curves, and I do, you know, weigh more than some of my friends, and then I weigh less than some of my other friends. It's just how life is, and there's nothing wrong with the way that you're built, and that's something that's taken me a while to accept. I've always been really active. I danced from when I was a little kid up until I graduated high school, so I've always been really muscular, and I have other friends that just aren't built that way, and it's taken me a really long time to accept that my body is the way that it is, and it's taken me a while to actually look in the mirror and be happy with what's looking back at me. And I honestly feel like practicing this healthy lifestyle and adapting, food combining, and working out more has really just helped me develop a better relationship with myself. And I feel like this year, especially in 2020, I really just want to focus on putting myself first and focusing on what my body needs, what my mind needs, and what's best for me in social situations. At the end of the day, like, the best relationship that you can possibly have is the one that you have with yourself. So that's going to be something that I continue to work on throughout this year and throughout the years to come. And I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. And a lot of it has been because of the way that I'm feeding myself and the way that I'm working out. Just making those small changes has really cognitively made me aware that I'm putting myself first and that I'm making decisions that are best for me. This whole diet is about tailoring to best fit you. So there really isn't a textbook of don't do this, do this. It's more so just a guide. There isn't really any wrong or right thing to do. It's really just what works best for you. So yeah, that's kind of like my little spiel, I guess. If you guys have any questions, definitely ask those in the comments below or reach out to me personally. I feel like my diet and you know, just my overall health is going to be something that I continue to make videos on in the future, but I just wanted to put this initial video together for you guys and kind of give you guys a quick rundown about you know, what I'm doing and what I've experienced so far. But I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated, because I feel like this is going to be, you know, a diet. Well, this is a diet that I've adapted into a lifestyle, and I feel like it's something that I'm going to keep doing for the, you know, very near future and for here on out. I don't see myself changing or going back to eating meat, just because I've had such a positive experience from eating plant-based. But I don't want to come across like I'm preaching or telling you what is right or wrong. And believe me, I am not an expert by any means. I'm still learning as I go. You know, whatever you decide, do what you feel is right for yourself. This is just what I feel like is right for me. And I feel like a lot of other people would benefit from it as well. But, you know, the bottom line is just tailor any diet or any change to what you feel like would best fit yourself and your needs. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to be coming out with another video again soon. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys again soon.